Dr. Khairat, thank you very much for supporting us in these interviews for the Expoliva event. With you, a lot of important people for the international sector, like Mr. Gedira from the International Olive Oil Council, Uri Gernef from the Israeli Olive Oil Council, the Ministry of Spain, the Agricultural Ministry of Spain, and some more important people from the sector. Thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to share your knowledge and the situation in your country with all the people here. This interview will be shared with more than 10,000 people, and then it's important for us to share the knowledge with the 67 countries which up to now are producing olive oil in the world. Dr. Khairat is a medical doctor. He is from Egypt, and he is the person in charge of the Egyptian Olive Oil Council. Good evening, Dr. Khairat. How are you?
Good evening. Thank you very much. Nice to speak to you again.
Okay, thank you very much. Then we will have some questions, but of course, feel free in order to introduce all the information you want, because it is welcome for all of us to know all you want from your country. The first question is how is your position like chairman of the Egyptian Olive Oil Council? How is the life of the sector there in your country about the olive table and the olive oil situation?
Thank you for inviting me, first of all, and thank you all the people in Spain, because we know whenever we talk about olives, for sure Spain is our host. Anyhow, the Egyptian Olive Council, as you know, is NGO, and it has one main function, which is communicating all the people working in olive sector: farmers, industrial processors, marketeers, researchers, academicians, international communication, just to facilitate the life of the people working in olive sector. As you know, we have already a national program to reach 1 million olive trees in Egypt. We are a little bit beyond the schedule, because the schedule is supposed to end by 2022 due to a lot of conditions, especially COVID-19. We are right now only 55 million. So we still have a long way to go, but at least everything is going fine. With this 55 million, we have almost trees. We have almost 40 million in production, and the 15 million still in growing up. This is expected to give us this season, because this season we are expecting a good season, inshallah, with a production of almost 1 million olive tons. Almost 750,000 tons out of it will be for table olives, and in the range of 32 tons of oil is expected. This actually help us to plan how to promote the local consumption in Egypt, along with the export of olive oil and table olive. Especially, we have a lot of surplus table olives which can be exported. For olive oil, I cannot say it is a surplus, but it is the tradition, olive oil, to be used on daily life for everybody. Still not a tradition like those people in Spain or Italy or even in Tunisia or Morocco. So in general, the sector is going fine. We have a lot of obstacles here and there, which is normal, and we are trying to handle it. but I can say I'm very satisfied, and I'm sure everybody working in this section is fully satisfied with the olive sector progress and growing.
Okay. Which one? This is one question out of the. Which one is the in the olive table point of view? Which one is the most important variety there in Egypt?
Most important buyer?
Variety, yes, variety in olive table.
Variety.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, actually, we have already a basic recommendation in the Egyptian Olive Council to the growers. We advise them to have what I call them the main 4 varieties, which is Piqual, Manzanilla, Coratina, and Agezi or the Gordel. Egyptian Agezi is exactly the Gordel. So this is the basic varieties we are going on. Still, some people have interest in Kalamata in particular. We can produce a very nice large Kalamata because our trees are irrigated. So it can give us the large olives compared to those coming from Greece due to depending on rain mainly. So the size is not that much large. Over the last couple of years, I'm sure you are aware, we are trying to encourage the super high density cultivation in Egypt, and we have already very successful trials. I still may call it trials. I'm involved in a couple of them, and we try to go for the Kronaki, Coratina, and Arbizana. Kronaki is available in a sufficient amount. Arbikina and Arbizana were not available, so we had to arrange its small trees to come from abroad. As you know, due to Xylella, there was a restriction in movement, except if there is certain countries like Morocco right now, where most of the large growers from Spain and from other countries start to make their own nurseries in Morocco. So they have already clean small trees up till now. And we are trying to check if there is some other people, maybe in Tunisia and maybe in Jordan, under the name of one of the major Spanish companies who produce the small trees.
Yes. And then up to now, step by step, the super intensive cultivation is growing there. More or less, which percentage do you have up to now in total?
No, up till now, it will be difficult to give a real percentage, but I can tell you as a strategy for the country in general, for the Egyptian Olive Council. As we said, if we assume we have almost 70 up to 75% of the total trees for table olives and only 25 up to 30% for oil, we hope when we reach our final 100 million trees to correct this percent to be at least 50-50.
Okay.
And for sure, the major variety to be used will be those varieties for the super high density, Arbequina, Arbizana, and Kronaki.
Okay. Do you have a problem with the water? Do you need water in order to, or you have enough water in order to cultivate the olive tree there in your country?
It's a very good question because water now is a main issue, and for sure, as even a country policy, olive trees are one of the recommended trees along with palm trees to be used, especially in the new cultivated area in desert where we depend on wells. and we have enough water stored in wells. So now there is a lot of expansion of olive trees and palm trees in the desert in particular, where water is available. So considering water availability, yes, we have enough water for this type of cultivation, olive trees and palm trees.
Okay, very good, very good very good news. Here in Spain, we have problems with the water. We have only 70. We have only 30% of the cultivation with irrigation system. We need more water in order to improve the rain-fed area, which we are cultivated with olive trees. But let's see what happen in the future. Let's see. One more. You are medical doctor, and then that's very important in order to improve the promotion of the olive oil, the olive oil consumption due to healthy point of view. It's not normal, for example, in other countries, in Israel or in USA or in other countries, they are not medical doctor directing the sector. But it's a very, very good idea because is one person like you, which have a very good level of knowledge about medicine, is a good argument in order to improve the communication and the demand of the olive oil. It's easy for you to promote the consumption in your country or not?
This is really a very interesting issue because I used to repeat in most of the International Olive Council meetings even, the main issue for international marketing, global marketing, the key issue is health and nutrition, because the benefits of olive oil and olive in general, and now even olive leaves are also added to the list of the benefits of olive, is beyond, really, when I mean every word, is beyond doubt for anybody. Even now, there is a medical books. When I say medical, this is textbook for the doctors to be educated. And it's already started in the United States with those books to educate them about the olive oil and table olive benefits. I even tried to arrange one of those textbook. This textbook is 1,400 pages of pure medical knowledge for the olive oil and table olives. So it's now the reality or the fact of olive oil is there. I'm trying to make the book clear for everybody.
Very nice.
Very large book to be taught to the medical students in the medical knowledge. 1,400 pages. So no doubt about the benefits, health benefit, nutritional benefits of olive products in general. And I have already a theory, and the Americans already applied it. When you market for your product, we are not talking about food. We are talking about nutraceutical. Nutraceutical means the medicine coming from nature. Plus, for sure, the aroma, the taste, and Mediterranean diets. A long list after that, everybody is aware of it, but still, the main issue is using the olive and olive oil and olive leaves as a medical practice. To my knowledge, and I'm sure that you have seen something like that, the European Authority for Pharmaceutical Issues had approved certain varieties of olive oil with high polyphenols and oleuropeia material to be prescribed as a medical prescription, which is, and this is only last January in 2021, which is a great step forward to make it clear-cut, no way to compare olive oil to any other oil. So if we start to concentrate on this, and we are doing this for sure in Egypt, I'm sure the International Olive Council has a great program to promote based on health benefit. The people has to increase the olive consumption to improve their health, to improve their immunity. Nowadays, everybody is talking about immunity, especially in Corona time. So immunity is a basic element everyone is interested in. And for sure, the routine, I will call it routine because now it is now beyond the discussion again. Management of hypertension, management of diabetes, obesity, Alzheimer, bone disease, different type of cancer. So health benefit, yes, it is the platform which you have to everybody concentrate on it, and for sure the consumption will increase. The only issue, which is, I'm talking about Egypt now, the Egyptian market, the price of olive oil is considered high in relation to other oils like sunflower or maize or any other oil. There is only drawback, if I may call it drawback. That's why there will be some sort of subsidization in any way. I'm talking again about Egypt. For sure, the consumption will increase more and more. And the contrary, on the global market, the price of olive oil is low. I'm sure most of the producers in Italy and even in Spain are complaining that during the last couple of years, the local price in Europe for olive oil is low. So there is still a lot of work and interpretation between the local market and international market. We need to go for it.
Yes, totally agree with you. I think that the health is in my opinion, the best argument in order to promote the expansion of the olive oil consumption in the world. I totally agree with you. And also the price is an issue, like you are talking about, an issue, because the price increase 1 year if you compare with other seasons, and then maybe sometimes it's a problem because the customer cannot understand why 1 year you have a price and another year you have a price totally different than the year before. But let's see, maybe we will improve this situation in the future. Do you know Expoliva or not? Do you know the exhibition?
Yeah, for sure. I've been there twice before over years. You know, my experience with olive, apart from medicine, for sure, is more than 25 years now. So I've been there twice over some years ago. Yeah.
Do you want to arrive this year or not? Will you arrive or?
You know, traveling for sure here and there, it will be nice to go if things go fine and all the precautions will be taken, and for sure the general situation will improve. My expectation, my own expectation as a medical doctor, by May or June, this wave should end, at least in Egypt. At least in Egypt. In Europe, it will be much improved, but up to what extent, I don't know. But in general, even now for us as doctors, we believe we should not keep those tight restrictions for people not to work, not to go. This is a very destructive attitude to the economy in any country.
Yes, totally agree. Totally agree. Here in Spain, we have a problem because, as you know, we live due to the tourists, and then up to now the visitors of Spain are not arriving, and then the economy is not in a good situation.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see in the future if the situation will improve step by step, and we can have a normal life. You are invited to, you and your family, your team are invited to visit Expoliva. If you need something, please ask for us, and we can send you an invitation or something like that. Or if you want to do one activity here with Spanish people or Portuguese people or whoever, please ask for us in order to do. How are you thinking about that? Which future will have the oliviculture in the world for the next year? What's your opinion?
For the world, what you mean by in the world?
For example, in the planet, in the 67 countries which produce olive oil, which is the tendency, in your opinion?
No, in general, I believe the more we spread the word and the confidence for people that olive oil is your basic health element, you should have it, and the consumption will. In Egypt, up till now, if we consider how much the consumption in Egypt of the Egyptians, we are talking about grams, 200 or 220 grams per year per person, which is, I will call it, it's a shame for that much low figure. So for sure, if we reach that condition where the consumption of everybody in Egypt or in the region or worldwide globally, I'm sure in such condition, the production will be much less than the consumption needed. So as soon as we improve the marketing issues and the consumption increase, for sure, globally, you can expand as much as you can. It will be very interesting over the next few years to talk about quality, especially olive oil. I'm sure a lot of local processors now are more aware with the quality to guarantee the high phenolic content of oil, which is the main issue for your health. Olive leaf, I believe in them a lot, and I'm sure it will have a lot of use and medical subscription, because at least we have in the faculty of pharmacy here in Cairo, two groups working very hard on the different elements of olive leaves, and it will be encouraged to be used like green teas and all the others. So my own, I'm very optimistic about the olive sector in general, whatever in Egypt, in Europe, and I'm sure whenever there is any difficulties in the European countries, the South European countries, it will be compensated immediately from the Mediterranean south, which is Egypt, Tunisia, and Morocco. And this will be also a very good opportunity whenever there is some investors who would like to invest in. I always prefer to go for integrated olive industries. Integration means to start with your cultivation, then processing, then the marketing, whatever, on the local market or international. So we are very open. If there is any groups who are interested to go for integrated olive industries in Egypt, we will support them very efficiently.
Yes, now you have there important group, like for example, Borges is working there in your country, and some more companies are working there in order to improve the situation, the level of competitiveness, because your country is more competitiveness if you compare, for example, with Spain, and the conditions are very, very good in order to cultivate the olive tree, and also, like you are talking about, the integration of the sector from the origin to the end of the retail and so on. All the steps working together, and also international integration. You're totally right. One more question. Are you? Do you have any relation? Are you farmer or do you have a plot or an orchard in which you produce olive fruit or not, or you are directly working in the council and nothing else?
No, it's a very nice question, but if you take my word when I said I believe in integrated olive industries, I cannot say I believe in it and I don't work with it. We have our own orchid, we have our own farm in an area called Wadi Natron, which I believe it's one of the best areas in Egypt to grow olive trees, especially Coratina, to get to one of the very high quality olive oil. And I'm very happy that one of our neighbors, a company here in Egypt, they already produced oil with uni variety from Coratina, and they won the prize for 2020 at the best oil. And there is a prize in New York called New York International Olive Exhibition, something like that. So we have our own orchid. It's not that much large. It is only 300 acres. But I'm deeply involved in the new super high density cultivation in the south of Egypt, in an area called Minya. And we are trying to push for another project in the north so we can compare. And it's a mega project in such condition. We're talking about 2,000 hectares with integrated business after the cultivation. There is for sure a processing, table olives and olive oil, and for sure there will be the end stage of the change, which is marketing and export. Being a medical doctor now, so I have to get some more advantage. So I'm involved in research, real research, to extract certain materials from the olive leaves right now to be used in hypertension and in diabetes, and to improve immunity. And I may give a very nice piece of information, which is very recent. The early European material extracted from olive leaf, it suppresses something called interleukin-6. I'm sure everybody now hear about cytokine storm, which occur in COVID-19, and it is one of the major complications in COVID-19. So this olive leaf suppress interleukin-6, which is a major reason for cytokine storm. So as simple as my advice for anyone, take the olive leaves, mince it, make it like tea, start to drink it. Don't wait to the final conclusion from the medical study, which may take 1 or 2 years, because at least some benefit we will get. So as I said, in general, the integration of the olive sector is really my life.
Okay, thank you very much. Good advice, very good advice to drink like a tea the leaves of the olive tree, because they improve the health. So thank you very much, Dr. Khairat. It was a pleasure to have yourself with us in this interview. We learn a lot from your country, and we wish you all the best this day. And thanks again for being with us in this program. We will send to you the link in order to see in the future, to watch. And if you need anything, please ask for us by mail or by telephone or whatever you want. Okay?
Thank you very much, and hope to see you soon, whatever here in Egypt or in Spain.
Okay, all the best, all the best. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.